Look at these eyes. Throbbing, green, striped, flashing 70 times a minute like a tiny nightclub of doom. This snail isn't sick. It's been body snatched. Something slithered into its skull and turned its eyeballs into a glowing neon sign that screams one word at every passing bird: dinner. And the snail couldn't be happier to die. Meet the green-banded broodsac, nature's creepiest interior designer. In the next few minutes, I'll show you how a brainless worm hijacks a snail, turns its eyeballs into a hypnotic disco billboard, and tricks a bird into doing its dirty work, all without the snail ever filing a single complaint. Stick around, because what happens after the bird bites is genuinely unhinged. It starts, like a lot of horror stories, with bird poop. A bird carrying the parasite drops a little gift on a leaf. Along comes an amber snail, a tiny, harmless thing whose entire life plan is eat mush, stay moist, avoid drama. It munches the droppings and swallows the parasite's eggs without ever reading the label. That's mistake number one. But the parasite is patient. It has plans. Inside the snail, the eggs hatch and grow into long, pulsing tubes called broodsacs, each stuffed with hundreds of baby parasites. And these tubes need a stage. So they crawl into the one spot guaranteed to get noticed: the snail's eye tentacles. They swell until the eyestalks bulge like overfilled water balloons, striped green and brown, throbbing 40 to 75 times a minute. If that sounds like a juicy caterpillar wiggling on a branch, congratulations, you have the exact same taste as a hungry bird. That's the entire trick. But a glowing eyeball is useless if the snail hides under a leaf. So the parasite rewrites the snail's behavior too. Infected snails crawl higher, sit in brighter, more exposed spots, and stay out in the open far longer than any healthy snail ever would. It's the opposite of everything a snail is built to do. Somewhere in there, its survival instinct got quietly outvoted. And here's the detail that makes biologists lower their voices. Those pulsing eyestalks, they stop flashing in the dark. No audience, no show. The parasite only switches on the neon when birds can actually see it. Now the payoff. A bird spots the wriggling caterpillar, swoops in, and bites the eyestalk clean off. Horrifying, but this is exactly what the parasite ordered. Inside the bird's gut, the broodsac grows into an adult worm, settles into the bird's back end, and starts laying eggs. The bird flies off, poops on a fresh leaf, and the whole nightmare merry-go-round spins up again. Remember I said the after the bite part was unhinged? Here it is. The snail often survives. It just regrows the eyestalk, and the parasite cheerfully refills it with a brand new broodsac. So one unlucky snail can be turned into a flashing, self-repairing, all-you-can-eat bird buffet, over and over and over. If your skin just crawled a little, that's the like button working. Give it a tap. Now, before you picture a full zombie dragging itself toward the light, moaning, "Birds!" Let's be fair. Scientists don't think the snail's mind is completely hijacked like in the movies. Infected snails can live for over a year and still use their eyes. It's less brain deleted and more brain gently nudged toward terrible decisions, which, honestly, is scarier because the snail is still in there, watching. And that's the quiet horror of it. This worm has no brain, no eyes, no plan it could ever understand. It's just a tube of instructions written by millions of years of trial and error. And yet it reaches through 3 different animals: snail, bird, and back to snail, like a puppeteer pulling strings it can't even see. Nature didn't sit down and design a monster. It just kept whatever worked. And what worked was this. So next time you spot a snail minding its own business, take a good look at those little eyes. Most of them are just snails. Most of them. If moments like this quietly rewire how you see the small, silent things around you, subscribe and stick around. The natural world is so much stranger than it ever lets on.